This boy is only 6 years old, but every adult in the village has to obey him. Even though everyone smiles when they see him, deep down they are all terrified. All of this is because the boy has unbelievable supernatural powers. He can read people's thoughts. He can also use his mind to turn people into other things, or send them somewhere else entirely. For example, a year ago he decided he did not like the sound of engines. So he turned every car and machine in the village into useless scrap. At first Aunt Amy could still keep him under control a little. But one day she forgot that the boy does not like people singing. She had barely sung a few lines, when the boy turned her into a person who just stands there motionless and blank. One day a delivery guy arrived at the boy's house. The moment he saw the boy, he put on a big friendly smile. He kept flattering him and trying to please him. Even though the weather was strangely hot, he insisted that it was a beautiful day, because he knew this strange weather must have been created by the boy's powers. But when he saw the boy's pet, his smile suddenly became very forced. It was a three-headed gopher that the boy had created. Still, the delivery guy quickly pulled himself together. He kept praising the boy for being creative, saying it really opened his eyes, and that he had never seen such a rare little creature before. However, what the boy did next left him completely stunned. The boy had already grown tired of the little monster. With a casual point of his finger, he turned it into thin air. The frightened delivery guy began speaking in a panicked and confused way.
We all love you. Don't we, Aunt Amy? Don't we love Anthony? Well, we sure do love him. We love that boy.
Then he hurried to get out of there. The delivery guy brought the groceries inside the house. He told the boy's mother that except for laundry detergent, he had managed to bring everything else. Ever since all the soap was sold out last year, the village had almost run out of laundry detergent as well. The boy's mother said she understood, because she knew that after her son turned all the cars into scrap, the entire village had become completely cut off from the outside world. They could only watch their supplies slowly run out day by day, without any way to get new ones. The delivery guy quietly handed the boy's mother 2 cans of food. He knew those were the boy's favorite, and he asked her to make sure the boy knew about it. The mother wanted to tell the boy right away about the delivery guy's kindness, but the delivery guy quickly stopped her. It was obvious that he was afraid of the boy, and he just wanted to leave as soon as possible. The mother immediately understood what he was thinking, and told him not to be too afraid. The boy had said many times that he liked him. Then she watched him leave with a guilty expression on her face. At dusk, the boy's father returned home after working in the fields all day. As he was wiping his face, he suddenly felt someone standing behind him. He forced a smile and looked at his son. When he heard that the boy had been to the barn that day, the father praised him for liking animals. But he was also worried that his son might turn them into monsters like he did last year. When he learned that the boy had not touched the cows, the father quietly felt relieved and called him a good boy. But then the boy brought up a difficult request. He said he wanted some friends to come play with him. The father could only smile and say, "Do you remember the last time you used your powers to send the neighbor's child into the cornfield? If you keep sending people away like that, there might not be anyone left in the world." Seeing the boy's dark expression, the father quickly promised that next week, he would talk to the neighbors and ask them to bring their children over to play. Just then, the neighbor's dog started barking loudly. The boy does not like those dogs, and he believes the dogs do not like him either.
I hate anybody like that. I hate anybody that doesn't like me.
Then he stared out the window with an angry look. Soon after that, the barking suddenly stopped. The father asked in shock what he had done to the dogs. The boy calmly said he sent them to the cornfield. Seeing all of this, the mother ran into the bedroom. The couple pretended to praise their son.
Isn't it a real good thing that he done that, honey? Isn't it a real good thing?
But in reality, they were just holding each other for comfort. Night fell. Everyone gathered to enjoy the television night created by the boy. Although this was the only chance they had to watch television, what played on the screen were cartoons that only little kids enjoy, and everyone had to pretend they were happy.
Oh, it was wonderful, Anthony. Wasn't it, everyone?
Oh, that was real good.
Wasn't Anthony's television wonderful tonight?
Soon they moved on to the main event of the evening. They were celebrating their friend Dan's birthday. Dan looked at the gifts on the table, and the surprise his wife had prepared for him. He was extremely excited. He even suggested playing his favorite old record right away, but this suggestion made everyone very nervous, because the boy does not like people singing. The boy's father quickly suggested that Dan listen to it at home later. To ease the tension, the boy's mother invited a musician to play the piano for everyone. Everyone quietly enjoyed the music, but Dan sat in the back drinking alone. When the boy walked over to the piano, the musician immediately stopped playing and carefully asked the boy what he preferred. Then he nervously started playing a different song. Just when everyone was absorbed in the music, Dan accidentally knocked over a glass. The boy turned and stared at him angrily.
Don't make any noise when the music's playing. I don't like any noise when the music's playing.
As Dan kept drinking more and more, the boy's mother signaled to Dan's wife, telling her not to let him get drunk, but it was already too late. Dan had completely lost control. He threw his glass into the fireplace. Then he started singing the birthday song right in front of the boy.
Happy birthday to me.
Then he pointed at the boy and called him a monster, finally releasing all the anger he had kept inside for so long. He urged everyone to gather their courage and get rid of the monster while the boy was distracted, but no one dared to move. This made the boy furious. He raised his finger and instantly turned Dan into a jack-in-the-box puppet. Everyone screamed in terror and turned away, unable to look. To keep everyone from panicking even more, the father had to negotiate with his son and asked him to send Dan to the cornfield as well. After everything was done, the boy turned to Dan's wife and warned her.
And you mustn't think bad thoughts about me either, or I'll do the same thing to you.
For someone who had just lost her husband, no one understood better than her that smiling was safer than crying. So even after the boy had done something so terrible, everyone still had to praise him and say he did a good job. But Dan's outburst had awakened something in a few people. The silent Aunt Amy suddenly began talking about the past. The boy's mother quickly stepped in to stop her from continuing. Just then, a violent wind suddenly began to blow. The hot weather suddenly turned into a heavy snowstorm. It was clearly the boys' doing. The crops they had worked on for half a year were about to be completely destroyed. The boy's father could not hold back anymore. He was about to scold the boy, but the mother quickly stopped him. He forced himself to calm down and changed his tone.
Good that you're making it snow, Anthony. It's real good.
Then he said with tears in his voice,
Tomorrow's gonna be a real good day.
"This story may seem strange, but it also hints at a deeper reality. When someone holds absolute power, but lacks a clear sense of right and wrong, if everyone around them only flatters and obeys them, it only encourages them to become more reckless and authoritarian. Perhaps if someone had tried to restrain him earlier, things might not have turned out this badly."
Who lives in a village